Hello everyone, welcome to the Financial Information channel. In this video I'm going to review the stock market news and I'm going to mention some of the things that are going to happen next week. Now let's start with the video, and the first thing we're going to check is how the stock market did for the week. And as you see in the screen, the Dow went up 0.36% during the last 5 days, and the Nasdaq actually went down 0.33% during the week, and the S&P 500 went up during the week 0.08%. And one of the news that you see in the screen is that Apple actually lost about 50 billions in market cap since they announced the new iPhones. And as you see in the screen, Apple actually had one of the worst weeks since they announced the iPhone. The company has moved down around negative 5.6%, and that might present an opportunity to start getting more shares or getting more position depending on your risk tolerance. Now let's take a look at the stock chart so we can get an idea if the stock is oversold. And as you see in the screen, the Apple stock has an RSI of 33, and that means that the stock is very close to being oversold. And as you see in the volume section, there has been a lot of selling during September, and right now the stock is actually at a key area. If the stock continues to sell off, the next support area is around the price of $141. And I actually do think during the next few days the company might trade sideways, and that is important so the stock can create more support around the $151 area. And the next story is about AMD. There was a rumor about Tesla and AMD having a partnership so they can create more chips. And those chips are basically to create artificial intelligence for the self-driving cars. And if that becomes a reality, the stock is gonna move quite a bit during the next few months. And AMD actually moved around 10%, I believe. However, during the last 2 days, the share price has moved down. It is a good catalyst for the next few months. Now let's take a look at the stock chart. And as you can see, the RSI is around 56. That is actually a really good level. And the volume has started to pick up during the last few days. The good thing is that the share price is above the moving average of 20, 50 and 200 days. And there are two supporting lines. The first one is around the $12.50 and the second one is around the $11.50. So in case if the stock starts to move down, those are gonna be the key areas. The stock, as you can see in the chart, is all over the place. Now based on Tesla rumor, I think AMD has a lot of potential during the next few months. That was one of the areas where the company was lacking in the artificial intelligence. Now we're gonna go to the next company that moved quite a bit, and that is Carmax. And I started to look on Carmax right before they reported earnings on June, and as you can see from June 20th to around this date, the company has gone up around 25%. And like I mentioned in the weekly videos here, I thought that the company was coming back since June 20th. Now let's take a quick look at the stock chart to see if the company has been overbought. Now as you can see, the RSI is over 79. It's a little bit overbought. And there are two support areas, one around the $67 price and the other one around the $63. And prior to earnings, the volume has been mostly negative, which kind of surprised me. And as you saw on the stock chart, the stock is a little bit stretched. So a good idea would be for the company share price to move down a bit before investing into the company, if that is what you really want. And the next company that I'm going to mention is Micron. Micron is going to report earnings next week. And I'm going to demonstrate the last stock chart for Micron before they report earnings. Now as you can see, the RSI is around 77 and it has a good support around the $31 price. However, the share price at this moment is around $36. Now let's take a look at the volume. Now as you can see, during the volume in September, it has been mostly positive. I do think that the share price is a little bit stretched. It is above the moving average of 20, 50 and 200 days. Now I have position in Micron technology, but I plan to sell around 75% of my position before they report earnings on Tuesday. And if the stock continues to move up after the earnings, I'm gonna wait for the company to pull back. And when the company pulls back around the $31 range, I'm gonna start buying back around 25% of that position. It will depend when I see the earnings next Tuesday. Now for the remainder of the news, Tesla actually declined to have the Model 3 car considered becoming one of the 2018 car of the years. I was actually surprised not to have the car mentioned in the 2018 North American Car of the Year. I think Tesla just wants to have that car a little bit hidden from the news. And the other news is there wasn't an interest rate hike in September. but the Feds actually plan to have another one during this year and 3 more in 2018. And we might have the new tax plan announced on Wednesday. We're gonna see how the stocks are gonna react to it. And I think most of the stocks are gonna react positive. One of the main ideas is to have their corporate tax cut from 35% to 20%. And we will see how it goes. We will see if Congress passes the new tax plan this year or next year. And that is gonna be everything for the video. Please leave in the comment section below if you like to see some technical analysis. And if you do, let me know what company do you want me to cover next week. And remember, you can subscribe to the Financial Information channel. I'm gonna continue bringing videos about the stock market, personal finance, and how to make money online. Have an excellent day and take care, my friends.